Marhaban, Ana Deanne Love Cruz. Hello, my name is Deanne Love Cruz. I am 26 years old, originally from the Philippines. I've been living in Dubai for 20 years and I did my studies here from elementary till undergrad, where I took Bachelor of Commerce, double major in Finance and Management. I've done it with an Australian university here in Dubai. I've also done several part time jobs as a student, such as promoter, typist, and data entry. After graduating, I got my credit control internship, and finally, I got my first full time job as an office manager where I've been working for 3 years. I started my MBA, but then pandemic happened, so I had to stop halfway. I have been planning to migrate elsewhere for a long time. Pandemic was a wake-up call to finally push through my goals. New Zealand has been part of my list. When I heard about Tito J from a friend, I contacted him right away to know more about migrating to NZ. I was surprised to learn how amazing the country is through Tito J's stories. As one of the best pathways to enter NZ, I must apply for a student visa. Since completing my postgraduate studies is part of my goals, it did not stop me from pursuing further. NC curriculum is not far from the Australian education, so it was easy for me to adapt. Now, I am doing postgraduate in digital business with EIT. I have been working from home since the pandemic started. With plenty of time to spare, I've decided to start my program online. I was able to complete 30 credits and left with only 90 credits to take in the Auckland campus once the borders open. This saved me time and cost. Considering the 8 hours difference where NC is ahead of time, I had to prepare a timetable with 2 columns. One is Dubai and the other one is NC timings. This is to ensure that I don't miss any classes and assessment deadlines. During class days, I would sleep at night so I can wake up early for my class. For example, one of my classes was at 4 a.m., which is actually 12 p.m. in NZ. I've just completed 2 terms. During term 1, it was my first time doing online classes. The only challenge I faced was communication because I could only communicate with student support and lecturers during working hours. This is only through email. Also, in some days, there would be students in the campus while offshore students are connected online. The lecturer would have an equal attention as they tend to focus on onshore students more. Therefore, I was not able to express myself fully. The maximum courses I was allowed to take was only 2 to be eligible for the post-study work visa. I took quantitative methods and data analytics, which helped me learn more about analyzing and visualizing data. Initially, I was scared as I did not have any IT background and I only knew the most basic Excel functions. We would have 2 classes a week. The first one is for online lectures where the lecturer would discuss the topic for an hour and another hour of a discussion. The second class is a workshop where we do group activities. Offshore students would have breakout rooms, then the last couple of minutes would be for discussion. The rest of the days would be for readings, like also LinkedIn Learning online courses and preparation of assessments. Here, I will show you a sample on how assessments are done.
Hello, my name is Deanne Love Cruz and I am doing postgraduate certificate in digital business. My dataset is about records of delay and breakdown of a school bus company called Borough Transit Incorporated, which is based in Brooklyn, New York. The dataset had to go through data wrangling. For these tabs, I have used Power Query in RStudio. I have created 2 dashboards for my end users. Power BI has a special feature called Summarize. If you right-click on any of the boards, you can see Summarize and click that. With the insights from the data dashboard, the end users will be able to understand more about what's going on, what causes these delays, and minimize them from happening in the future. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
I've learned how to do data wrangling, which is cleaning and preparing the data for further analysis with the use of Power Query, exploratory data analysis, statistical inferences with the use of RStudio, and data visualization with Power BI. As an office manager, I had to prepare various monthly reports. Most of these are for the top management, accountants, and auditors. One time, my boss asked me to clean a ledger, and it only took me 5 minutes to clean it with Power Query. I was able to be more data literate too, which is a very important skill for any organizations. For those waiting for the borders to open, I recommend starting your studies online as it will save you cost and time once you get to NC. The universities offer amazing online platforms which would make it worthwhile. I have been in contact with Tito J since last year, and he would constantly update me with what's happening in NZ. He's very transparent, so I can prepare everything such as application requirements and timelines, especially in these times of uncertainty. His constant reassurance has helped me a lot. When he mentioned about the online program, I've decided to do it right away as I trust and believe all his advices. The student application went smoothly, and he would ask me for updates at least 2 to 3 times a month regarding my online classes. I am sure once the border opens, Right Education will be able to assist me with the visa application with no problem, as I am on the hands of a trustworthy, knowledgeable, and well-experienced Tito J. I have been waiting for almost a year for the borders to open, but with the online courses, it is worth taking, especially when you have plenty of time to spare. I highly recommend EIT if you want to start your online courses as they treat every student as a family. Lastly, I am recommending Right Education NZ for those planning to study and migrate to New Zealand.